Welcome back to It's a Tool Thing. Today I wanted to show you one of my many attempts on using a tool cart instead of my larger box. Granted, back in the day when I had this one at the shop, I had my Mac 1350, not this Cornwell Platinum. When I picked this up, I actually traded in a snap-on 4-drawer with an open bottom cart to the tool dealer. I can't remember if it was Mac or Cornwell. It was used when I purchased it for this cart. It did not have the shelf on it at the time, and paid a few $100 if I remember right difference, and got this one. I actually had a Cornwell one also. I've already sold that one here probably the last year or 6 months ago to one of the other technicians that needed a cart. It was a 4-drawer with an open bottom, a good quality cart. Worked well, never had any issues with it, never really used it. That one was pretty much like that snap-on one. It was just too small. There was just no way to put enough stuff in it that I could even attempt to work out of it and not have to drag my box across the shop. But this unit here still had the keys. I'm actually got one of the guys at the shop that's in need of a cart, and I was like thinking I will selling it to him, or I'll sell it to somebody. I ain't worried about selling it, but I was just trying to help the guy out. But it's pretty good shape. Nice deep area here. Like I said, this is the first one I tried to actually run completely without moving my toolbox in. And I said it just didn't work out. One of the main issues was the side shelf here. This actually didn't get installed or made until I took it home. I've had it in my garage as my toolbox next to my lift for the last 8 years probably, give or take. And this is just a piece of stainless plate that I had left over from when I made stainless tops for my other toolbox, for the side box actually, which I still have, with a few coat rack style things for in the closet that I had to modify. I use these two holes here, just the original factory holes. That's what those bolts are up top. And then these down here I actually had to drill through and then put spacers through the plastic. But the shelf's nice and sturdy. I am going to recommend them to him to maybe round these edges over a bit more. I rounded them so they weren't pointy around the house, but I'm concerned that he might pile drive that thing into something in the shop and damage a vehicle. Probably something I shouldn't be too concerned about, but just slightly concerned. As you can see, I countersunk the holes with tapered screws to make the surface as flat as possible. Obviously there's a little bit of a lip right there, but functionally it works well. It gives you a nice bit of storage area. Like I said, this cart's in pretty good shape. You can see the top's pretty worn. The paint's still on it, but it's just faded pretty good. It's got holes on both sides for the extensions and that kind of thing. And then, oops, you got to flip these levers back here to unlock the drawers. I always forget that. But it's got nice, pretty much full extension drawer slides, ball bearing. There's nothing in this box right now. I actually just brought it into the shop today just so see if he wants it. If not, I'm just gonna put a sign on it, and I'm sure somebody around here will buy it. If not, I'll put it on eBay or Craigslist or something. I'm in no rush to sell it, to be honest, but I'm gonna take one of my other carts home that I don't want to get rid of. My next attempt after this one of going to a cart, which I'm gonna make a video here shortly. This one here, this drawer slide, is a little bit stiff. It feels like it needs to be lubricated. It still works fine, but that last little bit, it's kind of catching on the right hand side, it looks like. But she still works good. But this actually has the slightly skinnier drawers and then a deeper drawer down at the bottom. So it gives you that extra drawer. Got several guys that have a cart very similar to this one. This one appears to be an inch taller, but it has this drawer here slightly deeper than the rest. I think all the rest are the same depth. But for a cart, I think it's probably ideal. I'm getting, I think it's 7 drawers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, plus the top area there. The next one I'm going to show you here is only a 6 drawer, and I would prefer it to have been a 7, but it is what it is. So I just thought I'd give you a quick little tour. Like I said, this was an attempt I had for switching out of my big box and trying to run out of it, and just couldn't make it work. I don't think I tried as hard as I could have. I think if I'd put that side shelf on, it would have helped a lot, because that's one of the main problems I had with this cart, or any of the carts that didn't have a shelf on the side, was the ability to have somewhere to set your tools that you're working with, or some smaller parts. Obviously I wouldn't be setting a cylinder head or transmission on the side of that, but you know, little screws and fasteners and tools that you're currently working with. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.